Welcome to Anxiety Pool.
Hot, yeah, we got it. You don't know the fucking second. What do you mean? It's hot. Oh, we got. Wait, have you not seen the Polar Express? Did we talk about?
I have,
Come
but I don't
on.
watch it every fucking year like you do.
Okay, fine. that song is drilled into my brain. Welcome to episode 28, Anxiety.
Just whipped out an audio sync and no fucking.
I know I didn't prompt you with that one. I thought it would be funny. Hope everybody is having had a great week. Thanks for rejoining us.
There's gonna be that split second of dead air where I'm trying to think about it.
Your face is just like.
But yes, episode 28. How's it going?
Yeah, how was your week?
It was a week. It was a fucking week. I learned a lot. I got a lot going on. It's like two things, but I just freak out over stupid shit.
Yeah, you gotta stop doing that.
It's not like two small things though. It's like life-changing things.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to get all the information I need to make an accurate decision. That's pretty much what I'm trying to do right now. And it just stresses me out. Just trying to gather information because I know I suck at it.
Just don't stress. Don't stress, man. We're only here for a short amount of time. Life's easier when you just chill out, you know?
Why can't it just be quicker, though?
You can. You go get your bottle of bleach underneath the counter and slam that shit.
I could.
That's it. That's a portal to the end game right there.
I'd rather be a winner just for trying.
Right, of course. That's what I always thought. You know, there was always, you know, growing up as a kid, you know, when you kind of learn about death, it's very interesting. You know, that kind of. Do you remember the first time you kind of perceived death? Like when you kind of understood it.
I don't remember my first time, but I remember Mitchell's first time because I broke the news to him.
Yeah. Wait, so who passed?
Who passed?
Yeah, who? Oh, or like. Okay, so you just explained death to him? Is that what you're saying? I thought somebody died.
Yeah.
So you just walked up and like, hey, do you understand what happens when someone dies?
No. We were chilling. We were brothers, youngsters, real young, butt ass naked in the bath. Butt ass naked in the bathtub together.
Oh, nice. Touching each other.
Yeah. No, we were just playing. You know, there was bubbles. There was a layer of bubbles. We couldn't see the wieners. We're good. It's straight. Straight.
Playing footsies with each other's cocks.
Dude, I would get so fucking mad at No, we were just sitting there and I explained it to him and I was like, dude, you get like it's like a lot of people think it's just like nothingness forever. Like you sleep for eternity, but there's no dreams. Like you die and you're gone. That's it. There's nothing left. Everyone forgets you. And he just starts crying.
Why'd you have to throw in everybody forgets you? That's brutal. That's really brutal. No, not everybody. That's not how everybody works. We fucking still talk about people in history, so you can't say that too. That's what fucked him up, probably. He's like, oh my god, I'm gonna die and nobody's gonna remember me. I don't know. I've always found the concept of death really fascinating because you're like, you know, of course we don't actually know what happens after.
Yeah.
You know, but like I'm not necessarily scared about it because like, okay, let's say sure that we are like biological, just evolution-based beings, right? And when we die, our brain ceases to function and we just disappear. Everybody always associates that with just a void, right? Just like nothingness for eternity, black nothingness. But the reality of the matter is your brain is completely off. So you literally, like your consciousness entirely ceases to exist. So you are no longer able to think, feel, have any emotion or anything. You just are gone. And that's a hard concept to understand because you can easily understand like, you know, something, but it's very hard to understand nothing, right?
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So it's you can't really perceive what happens, even if it like, you know, because I don't know, you say you fear death, right? And that it's you know, you don't know what happens after. Either way, it's either the end all of nothing and you're never really going to know what happens after and there's just absolutely nothing waiting for you, you know, or, you know, I don't know, whatever your respective, you know, religion is. Other religions are available.
Well, I think the main reason I freaked out a lot earlier about it was because I felt too young to even think of the concept.
Yeah.
Like after thinking about it more, it's me not being afraid of death. It's me not feeling fulfilled before death.
Mm.
That's what it is.
Well, see, that's the interesting part when, like, so let's say, I guess we're going to do a little bit of a religious intro to this fucking.
Okay.
I guess if
okay.
you think about, so that's one of the interesting parts that I find about Christianity, right? Yeah, is that, so there are some theories that what we are living in right now is like hell, basically, and it's the test, right?
Mhm.
And if you pass the test, and then like it's interesting to me because if you can put into perspective how long our time is here on this earth compared to eternity, right?
Yeah.
In heaven, that was something that always freaked me the fuck out, right? I remember like as a kid, like laying up late at night in bed, like, oh my god, what if I die and go to heaven and I really don't like being in heaven, and I'm there forever? Like that's brutal. I'm like, what if they don't have Xboxes up in heaven, bro? I would be fucking furious if I get up into heaven. I can't leave. Like I'm up there. Like
You're gonna play fucking FIFA Pinata for eternity.
I would love to, dude. I would love to. No, like that would like it would be crazy to like if I go to heaven. I just want to be retarded. Like make me retarded as soon as I get to heaven. Because then every single day I'm experiencing the world again. Like everything in heaven, dude. Ignorance is bliss, right? They're true.
Okay.
Like it's totally true. I would love to one day just be able to experience that. Like I'm hoping that, if it is like there's always like some interesting concepts on what heaven is, and people say that it's or in the Christianity that it's like it's whatever you want it to be, basically. Like God created a little like square of heaven just for you with everything you want. But I'm always thinking like, well, okay, what can there be up there? Like obviously he's not gonna let me come up there and like murder babies. Like if I had a baby murder fetish, I couldn't just walk up and say, "Hey, can you spawn a couple babies in my room?"
I think that auto classifies you.
Oh, if you're a baby murderer, like if you just
Yeah.
if you have the urge to murder babies.
Yeah.
Okay.
He knows what's going on up in your skull. So I think
But can I do like pounds and pounds of like heroin and cocaine and fucking just smoke my like a shitload of weed? Like, is that okay? Like, I don't know.
it's so my idea
What can I
of
do in heaven?
my idea of what's okay in heaven like is definitely anything that's already pre-stated. Like you can't kill people to get up there. You can't do this, that, and the other, or whatever the prerequisites are
Yeah.
for actually ending up in hell.
Right.
Subtract all that. Drugs and shit like that. It's on this planet. We as humans figured out how to make it. Fuck it. I don't understand what the problem is.
That's a good point, right? It all comes from like marijuana. I would assume God would be like,
he
bro,
gave us
smoke
all
up,
the
bro.
ingredients to make a 6-course meal. Okay.
Yeah. Of opioids and psychedelics, right?
Yep.
Dude,
100%.
that'd be so sick. I would love to be able to like spy on people too. Like, what if like one of the
Hey,
perks?
God, I don't want to be an angel. I just want to like let me go float. You know,
Dude, that'd
let
be
me
so
out
sick.
every once in a while.
Yeah, like once a day, let me go out for an hour. Let me just like be able to fly through the world invisible and just like, because I love people watching.
Yeah,
But like
I
being
do too.
entirely invisible, that's an entirely new level of people.
You could
watching.
you could be like up someone's ass and be like, I wonder what he's thinking right now.
Right, yeah. I could just watch people. I could get right up in someone's face and like
Yep.
watch their emotions and pick up on every subtle thing and see if
Mm-hmm.
I can like, read, like try and figure out what they're thinking. As always, I always found that
You
interesting.
could live an entirely other life. You could just check into them day after day after day until they die.
And that would also be cool. Like if say, because of course, I don't know, real, I guess just chuck it in there. I do struggle with faith. I think everybody does, or at least I'm young.
I do too.
Right.
Yeah,
So I don't really
definitely.
know exactly what, I truly believe in. I would hope that there is something more than just black nothing. So I would like to believe in it. And I kind of almost run my life on the theory that I'd rather believe in something and have a chance to be right than just not have believed in anything and been wrong 100%. Right. So, Christianity is an easy one, right? Family Guy made a joke about it.
Did they?
Did you see that episode where, what was it, Osama bin Laden? Right before he died, he goes, I accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. And he gets shot in the head and he goes up into heaven. He goes, yes. Like that's basically what they say in the Bible is that as long as before you die you accept Jesus Christ into your heart as your Lord and Savior, yeah, you can go to heaven. So theoretically, yes, Osama bin Laden, if he had accepted Jesus Christ, he could have gone to heaven. So yeah, it's an interesting.
I need to watch more Family Guy. I forgot
It's
how funny it
hilarious,
can be.
dude.
Yeah.
I remember summers that I would just lay in my bed and watch Family Guy all day when I didn't want to do anything. That and Breaking Bad. I used to binge Breaking Bad for hours and hours and hours. How you doing on that, by the way? Quick sidebar.
Still haven't gotten back into it.
You fucker. That's such a good show. I can't believe it. You're missing out on some good content.
All right, I'll make you a promise.
Uh-huh.
I'll start watching it after tonight. Tonight, I specifically want to watch Scott Pilgrim.
I don't know if I believe that. That's okay.
I will.
Look, you watch it on your own time. I'm not.
You can quiz me. You can quiz me. You fucking quiz me.
You're not obligated to watch it. I'm not like trying to tell you what to do, but I just think it's a great show that you're missing out on by not watching. It gets so deep, like really, really, really deep. It's kind of mindfucky. I've also been watching. What did I watch the other day? I watched Castaway again at work the other day. You ever seen Castaway with what's his name? Fucking shit, dude. How can I never remember his name?
Tom Hanks?
Tom Hanks, yes, dude.
I haven't
and Wilson!
seen it.
Wilson!
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen Castaway? Castaway is a great film. Old school movie. I think it came out like 2000, maybe even before.
I think you don't really understand how I just haven't watched a lot of good movies.
You have to just even like, okay, I for the longest time would judge things by their covers. I think that's something that everybody does that they don't think they do, right? And everybody knows that phrase by books, but you don't associate it with movie titles or game titles or things like that. I think you judge things by their cover. You scroll through Amazon or whatever and you fucking see something, you're like, ah. Or you hear about a movie and you hear the plot about it and you just judge it. Because I that's at least what I did for all the time. And then I just started saying, fuck it, I'm just gonna watch it. And so I'll watch 30 minutes into it if I'm not enjoying it. You can always just back out. It's like, at least you gave it a try. It's totally okay to not like a movie, but it's not okay to judge it before you've even seen it. So,
well, you know what? Then I'll give you my honest fucking opinion.
Yes.
I didn't like Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, some people don't like Pulp Fiction. That's okay. I find it upsetting that you found it hard to say that to me, Nicholas. Why would that? You feel like that would offend me by you saying?
I just love you and I want to make you happy.
Stop! Lying to me or not being honest with me is not making me happy. Look, that's fine. Some people don't like that movie. It's a weird sequence of events, and it like almost doesn't really have a story arc, right? It does. They kind of, well, yeah, it does, right? Because they all kind of link back together. It's just it's just two crazy sequences of events. It's just two.
Who even was the main character?
There was no main character. It was Bruce Willis and his girlfriend in that story, and then it was Samuel L. Jackson and John Travolta in that story as them as a team, and it would jump back and forth between the partners until you remember the inevitable scene where he goes back to the apartment for the watch and kills the guy John Travolta in the bathroom. That's when the two storylines crossed over. That was I think one of the only times that they crossed. I don't remember. I don't want to say that. But yeah, it's just two really crazy sequences of events. They don't really have they have their own individual arcs, but it's not like one overlying arc. So like people have a really hard time following along and they just really don't understand it. So
I did. I'll admit, I like how it looped back to the beginning scene in the diner.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
That was, I like the loops. I like the style. But the story was confusing to me. I didn't get it until the end, and I guess that's what pissed me off.
You just watch it again, and when you pick up on the that's one of my favorite parts about Quentin Tarantino movies is they're rewatchable because there's no way you're gonna get every single tiny little symbol and nuance in the film by watching it for the first time. That's kind of like fuck man, I can't remember what that damn movie's called. It's a time travel movie.
A time travel movie?
I'll have to get the name and we'll talk about it because I've always wanted
Stargate?
to I wanted to
Back
do
to the Future?
Primer. It's called Primer. But we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later. It's one of the most difficult movies in the world to understand. I didn't get it the first 2 times I watched it. So We'll
Is it
talk about
because
it.
is it because there's a lot of fast travel?
It's a ridiculous amount of jumping back and around. It's a really cool twist on time. You can't really explain it. I mean, I can't really explain it.
Okay,
I
yeah. We'll
really
talk
can't.
about it later. We'll talk about it later.
So
Yeah, yeah.
I want to do an episode where we talk about our favorite like trippy movies. Like I'd love to talk about Interstellar. I don't know if you've seen it, but I want to put a list together.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to put a list together, and then I want to make sure you watch all those movies so we can talk about them because they're really interesting. Um,
I'm ready.
I can't remember what the what like the overall what we were talking about. I know we were talking about religion.
Well, so it started with you asking me how my week was.
Oh yeah, all right. Was that it about your week? Anything else cool happened in your week, Nicholas? Let's just pick up
No.
from there.
Not much. Just the usual bullshit. Like I said, you.
Cool. Me, I mean, nothing crazy. I went and got my passport made, just in case for some reason gotta leave the country.
Are you're stabbed, aren't you?
Stabbed.
Vaccinated.
Oh yeah, I am. Yeah.
You got kind of bummed from that.
Unfortunately. Well,
Oh.
yeah. Do you see the fucking crazy amounts of recalls for the vaccines that are coming out? Look, I knew this shit was poison in the first place. I knew it was going to do something to me. As soon as I got it in me, I'm like, dude, all right, well, in 10 years, I'll be sterile or like whatever. But I honestly think because of the amount of nicotine I ingest, I don't know if we definitely, we talked about the Watch the Water documentary. I don't know if you watched it yet. If you haven't, I'm going to be really sad. You're so disappointed. You disappoint me further and further.
I told you the
every day.
truth. I told you the truth.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But it disappoints me. Nicholas, it basically states that nicotine it like blocks the main receptors that the COVID-19 venom attacks. So because we ingest a shitload of nicotine, like, did you ever get it?
No.
And you vape like a fucking madman, just like me. I mean, I got
vape like a madman, and what's so crazy about it is that one time my ex came over. She hung out with someone who had it like the day before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did she get it?
She did get it, and I didn't get it.
Yeah,
I did not get it.
I seriously think
I was inside of her, and I did not get it.
I think it's the nicotine. I think it really is like all the nicotine it block, because that's what really lined up. The fact that they've been trying to abolish the nicotine industry or the vaping industry for these last few years, like with the whole
maybe they knew like way ahead of time when they were actually
they
making
knew.
the virus.
They're planning this shit. Yeah, they planned all this shit out like way in advance. Why do you think that as soon as like the COVID-19 thing came out that they said, now's the best time to quit smoking? Because it's a respiratory virus. When in actuality, it was because the people who were smoking, if you look at the numbers, the cases of deaths in smokers are lower in average than the cases of non-smokers.
It's a mind-blowing concept.
Which you think, like, if they're calling it a respiratory virus and it attacks people who have pre-existing conditions, you would think that the people who have fucked up lungs,
my fucking tiny ass lungs, I would be on a respirator.
Yep. But no, it's actually just because it straight up attacks your nicotinous receptors or whatever they're called. I don't know the full name for them. That help actuate your diaphragm, that basically actuate your diaphragm and help you breathe. And because we pound that shit with nicotine all the time, it's clogged up with nicotine. We can't.
It's fantastic.
We have a natural we are not natural. I guess nicotine is natural, but whatever.
We have a shield.
We have a resistance. Yes, we have a resistance to it. So, fuck you, mom.
Yeah.
No,
fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it.
That's funny. My mom always told me fucking vaping was gonna get me killed, but what do you know? It kept me alive from a virus. But of course, I did shove that shit in my arm.
Maybe it's stopping your heart attacks.
Maybe right. Maybe it's keeping my myocard. Let me knock on wood here. My myocarditis, dude. My fucking. I don't know if Jamie, my boss, told you about what happened with his neighbor or whatever.
No.
So he has a good family friend. I think it was a neighbor, or maybe it was a relative. I can't remember exactly, but basically she was perfectly healthy, and she vaccinated and boosted, and then one day she just was like, my chest is really hot, and like I have some pain in my chest.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, well, we're going to the hospital. So they took her to the hospital, and the doctors did like all the tests and scanned her over, and they're like, no, like you're fine, like everything's okay. So they had her sitting in the hospital bed and they were getting ready to get her out of here. And she's like, she looks over and she's like, I swear, like my chest is, it hurt. And then she just stops and rolls back, eyes roll back to the back of her head. She just died instantly.
Holy shit.
Aortic rupture.
A rupture?
Rupture of the aortic valve, your like main heart valve. Yep.
Dude, that's worse than a heart attack.
Well,
her heart exploded.
Honestly, that's the way to go. It's instant. It's instant. I mean, it's like you lose all blood flow. I mean, I would assume. I don't know if it would hurt necessarily. I don't think you have nerves really around your arteries and stuff.
We do. Did you ever read that article about how like digestion is actually insanely painful, but our brains tell our nerves not to respond?
Interesting. I always thought that there just weren't any nerves because like so I remember when I was doing interesting things with Taylor, I was researching it, on what the dangers of it were, and one of it said like you need to be careful with what you do, and because tears and cuts and fissures and things like that can't be felt down there because there are no nerve endings down there. But I don't know. Maybe we should look that up. See if that's.
We should.
If there's maybe there's no nerves in the anus, but then maybe like digestion and stuff.
Yeah, because you can still feel the turd go.
Yeah.
It's just the pain, like the unbearable pain once it hits that level. I think.
I don't know if the turd moving is necessarily like nerve feelings more than it is just overall pressure on your skin.
That's fair.
Epidermal layer.
You're saying.
Right? Yeah, because it's like pressure is different. Like when you go to the doctor and you get numbing on wherever you do, right? Or you go to the dentist and they numb you, you can still feel pressure. Pressure is like a different kind of
I see what you're saying.
Perception. I don't know how to say that.
But that oh god, that you know when you're having just like a bad day, you get that tummy ache, and then you just feel that fucking piece of concrete move from the right to the left, and you're like, oh, we're good.
Yeah, I call that's that was one of my favorite memes for the longest time. It was like a I'm gonna die disease, and it was my tummy hurts a little too long. And like I agree. Like I am okay with pain, right? Pain I can deal with. Like I don't know, maybe it's because I used to pop pimples all the time as a kid, and those you just kind of have to commit, right? You just have to, if you squeeze and then like release, it's just gonna hurt like crazy. But if you just full squeeze, full commit, as hard as you can, and you get it all out, then the pain's there for a little bit. Pain is temporary, but constant pain is just, dude, that shit'll drive me crazy. Like,
are we talking about taxes?
Well, taxes suck, yeah. But I'm more talking like
I know you just said constant pain, so
like an ingrown toenail or something, right? Like so you have like an ingrown toenail, and it's
Mitchell
like,
had one of those,
right?
Dude.
And it's like every time you walk, it hurts, and there's nothing you can really do about it until you like go to the doctor and have them cut it out or something, or maybe
Would you watch if you had something like that done?
I do most of that myself. I do a lot. I do like my own manicures and pedicures and things like that.
I'm just saying, if you did have an ingrown toenail and you had to get it removed, would you be the guy to like watch while he does it?
Yes, because I've removed my own ingrown toenails.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I sometimes have toenails that grow over too far into the size of my toes. So I literally will take nail clippers or even scissors, and I'll get in there and take like something sharp and cut, like detach it from the skin that it's growing onto, and then you literally just cut down it to remove the side of the toenail. Hurts a little bit, but
yeah, I bet it fucking hurts.
It feels better than the constant pressure pain from every step I take, every move. Sorry.
Every breath you make,
every step you take, I'll be watching you. Okay, moving on. Okay, well, look, beautiful. I don't know what else other than that, this week I went and so I ordered a gun. Did I talk about the gun I ordered last week?
I just love how that sentence of you saying you ordered a gun sounded so drunk.
I ordered. Well, I have been drinking. Where is it? Here we go. I got these
Oh,
true
those are good.
truly punches.
Those are good. Those are dangerous.
They're okay.
It's
The berry one
alcoholic
is like,
Kool-Aid, dude.
no, it's not even close. Like this is one of the, I think hands down my favorite just like drink that I actually genuinely enjoy to drink, like in a low percentage drink, is Red's cider.
Yeah.
It's simple. It's just apple cider and it's delicious and it's like slightly carbonated. That's a little bit more than slightly carbonated, but this is just like the when you get the seltzer waters and stuff. When you start adding water into things, it's just,
Yeah.
it's terrible.
That's why I get their teas. Their teas
Okay.
and their lemonades are really good.
I have to try the teas.
Dude, they've got a peach tea, a lemon tea. Dude, the strawberry tea's really fucking good.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, definitely
just-
try the tea.
Got one of these. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute little it's like a little would you lose your thingy?
Yeah, I don't know where mine is.
This is a little box mod. This is a E-Leaf iStick 10-watt little box thing. It's kind of cool. We sell a little bit of D8 in our shop or in the shop that I work at. And we needed a new little mod for hey, look at that. Look at that fat boy. We needed a mod for the 2-gram carts because the other ones don't work. Only ones you could use are the stick, and they look a little funky.
Yeah, they look like this.
Yeah, they look a little funky. So yeah, now this is just like a perfect little. It's like a little mini vape. It's so cute.
It
Let's
is
carry
cute.
this one.
Man, I can remember the first time when I actually turned 18.
Mm,
I'm gonna
That's
incriminate
fucking
myself real quick because
delicious.
we were vaping before. So when I finally turned 18 and you took me to that fucking vape shop in like Cumming, like
Pup and
North
stuff?
Cumming.
Was
It was past Movies 400 on the right, not the one across the street from Movies 400. The one that was down the street.
Yeah,
You know
the
what I'm
one
talking
across
about?
the street was Puff and Stuff.
Yeah, it was down the street.
I'm trying to remember. Was it you go down the street and it was in the shopping center on the left?
Yep.
Yeah, I kind of remember. Wasn't it a really small, skinny shop?
It looked like a pawn shop almost.
Yeah, okay, I remember now.
Yeah.
That's all I remember. I remember the location now.
And I bought like the tiniest guy ever because I was afraid my mom would find it or something.
Oh yeah.
Like I got something smaller than whatever mod you just showed, and then the tank was like that fucking big.
Is that over by Fry Me to the Moon?
It's kind of over there, but not super close.
Did we go that day?
No, that's not the same shop. You're thinking
Uh.
about a shop even further up. Cause it was right next to that Walmart that's up there.
Fuck, slowly starting to realize how bad my memory is. Like I don't
I remember
care.
I remember the good times.
Yeah, like I have key memories that still stay with me, but I realized that I think a majority of the time I was just baked and like really didn't remember much.
Aren't you so glad that like most of your key memories, your core memories that you can remember are good ones, and anything that are bad are like actually devastating?
What, like bad memories that I have?
Yeah,
I
like
honestly
you have
can't
bad
even
memories.
really recall any like major.
Well, that's what I was gonna bring up. Like if it's not major, your mind naturally suppresses it. That's why everybody who has a lot of trauma forgets most of their past. Dude, I remember like 5 things that happened in my childhood.
I mean, I remember I remember I had an okay childhood. I don't think I had a lot of trauma. I just think like I think ever since I was a kid I just never really gave a shit about a lot of things. Right. It's just there's so many things that people tend to focus on that you really don't need to focus on in order to be happy in life. Simple things. So, I don't know.
It's a
I didn't
fair
really
concept.
concern myself with the major. I just remember hating school. Like the
Yeah,
whole
that was a big one.
I hate school just in general. And it's not just school. It's the environment. It's the people. Fucking kids are mean. Like, they don't give a shit. Like, they don't, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's, I enjoyed like Tarantino's engineering class. And then like a couple of my teachers
We're cool.
were cool, right? And then science class one year, a chick sat in front of me and she wore yoga pants and thongs, and the way that she sat, her yoga pants would spread thin enough that you could see what thong she was wearing. So I got to like see a new thong every day. Great class. Oh man, great class. Yeah.
Great class. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yep. And then I remember one time there was this girl named Emma. I can't remember what her last name was. I probably shouldn't dox her anyway. But I remember one time I was sitting in that same science class, and she sat adjacent from me, like in this direction. And I saw her the whole time, like shimmying, like as we were doing a lesson. She was like doing some like weird thing like this, and her hips were gyrating, right? And well, either one or two things happened, right? Because when she stood up, her the entire front half and between her legs were slightly wet.
Oh my god.
Either one or two things happened. She pissed herself, or she was getting a little funky in class.
What if it was blood?
Could have been blood. That's a great point. But this is high school. You think like by high school, I think in high school
you have
you
it under
get
control.
it. Right. You have a couple slips up in middle school or whatever when you start to develop it. And those mistakes are like some scarring ones, right? For women, I believe. So you make that mistake one time and then you don't do it again. That's why women carry purses. They're always full of tampons and pads.
Okay. Yeah. That's why we need fanny packs.
Right.
We need to be just as prepared.
Men need to
Douchebags
adopt
and
fanny
condoms.
packs. Yes. Douchebags. Why do we need douchebags?
We got to clean our assholes.
Okay.
You
I
know,
guess.
she's sucking away and she slips a finger in there. You got to be ready.
Maybe like an enema bag. I don't think you're supposed to douche up there, because if you douche too hard, you remove the essential bacteria needed to break down food in your.
That's totally okay.
So take
Don't
an
I just get a
enema bag.
prolapsed anus from that?
No, I think you like probably get bacteria and gut rot.
Gut rot. That sounds cool. Is that like scurvy
Probably. And I would imagine like
or trench foot?
if the bacteria is meant to break down your food, it would mean that like you wouldn't get as much nutrition from eating food. Maybe you'd be malnourished.
That'd be good. Hey, maybe I'm already doing that.
Maybe. Are you putting large amounts of water up your butthole? Then you're all right.
No.
you're
I do
okay.
remember those first couple times where I experienced that, though. You know, where you don't wear a wetsuit when you go jet skiing at the beach.
Yeah? Or you put your bare butthole up to a jet in a pool?
Oh yeah, that's fun. That's fun. Fun.
I never did that. I did
You
put
just
my
get out of
dick
the
up
pool?
against it once.
Ooh,
Or twice.
you got off.
Or
You
20 times. Yeah, I used to
like that shit.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like you're just over there by the pool, you breeze by it. Ooh.
I actually want to go back to the prolapsed anus topic because I really think that, you know, that freshman math class where you started showing me Reddit 50/50s, I really think that like sparked the downturn.
I forgot about 50/50 or whatever. Is that what it's called? Was it 50/50?
Yeah, it was 50/50.
Let's see. Can I go to
And
it right now?
it would be like cute puppy or beheading video.
Let's see. Reddit.com.
And you'd pull it up on your stupid little fucking PSP phone.
50/50.
We would be right next to her desk doing this.
Was it called? I can't find. Nothing's coming up for 50/50.
I swear, dude, it was Reddit 50/50.
Oh man. Reddit 50. All right, here's our sidebar where we Google.
Yep.
Why can't I find the 50/50 subreddit? Oh, it's r/50/50 spelt out. Not 5050.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading right now.
Oh my god, I'm gonna click this link. A birthday cake, safe for work. A woman crushed by an SUV. Oh, it's a birthday cake. Nice, dude. Field full of flowers or a guy who fell into a wood chipper? A field
Wood
full
chipper.
of flowers.
Damn it.
Nice, I'm getting lucky. A delicious red velvet cake or a person's head sliced open? A cake. Wow, these are
Dude, you're on a roll.
A shrimp eating a banana or a man places the tip of his penis into an ant pile? It's shrimp eating bananas.
What the fuck?
This sucks.
You're getting so lucky.
They don't do it anymore. Oh, I got one bad one. There's a rotting, dismembered cat on the side of the highway.
Nice. That's not as gruesome as I remember.
Oh, okay, there we go.
What was that? What was that one supposed to
Oh my God. Here you go. I'll send it to you, buddy.
be? Careful. Don't show the reflection in your glasses.
oh, yeah, you're. Yeah, this one is a freshly baked cherry pie, or an exposed fascia and fat. I don't. Something about like flesh. Like we are so soft.
I agree.
Oh,
where's
two
this
girls,
link?
one
Did
cup.
you DM? Did you DM it?
I just found 2 girls, 1 cup. I haven't seen that in a while. All right, I'm getting off 50-50. I sent it to you on Discord.
Freshly baked. Okay, hold on. Let me experience this. Yes, I'm 18. Oh, I fucking hit no.
Good
Dude,
job.
don't make me do this again. Yes, I'm 18. Freshly baked cherry pie or exposed fascia and fat. So I don't know what fascia is.
Neither do I.
Fascia? That's not that bad.
That's gross.
Dude, I've seen that before. You can see all the fat cells.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah.
Like I could
It's
perform surgery on somebody if I needed to, but I would complain the whole time. Like,
dude, did you look at the comments? Someone called that the forbidden puss.
oh no, I clicked off immediately when I saw that.
Someone said lick.
Oh my God.
Oh, this
That's
is
vile.
good. Yeah, it's great.
Turn your fucking phone off. I heard that shit.
My roommate's asking for wrapping paper. I told him I had some in my closet. Give me a sec.
Okay.
I'm good.
Oh, I thought you were gonna grab the wrapping paper.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Yeah.
All right. Well, then we can move on to our final segment here, and kind of. I think this should wrap us up to probably about an hour or so.
Cool.
I think we should dial it
cool.
down a little bit each. I think 2 hours is a little excessive until we start maybe when we do specials or something, we'll do a little bit longer,
yeah.
right? All right. This is a 28 moral dilemma questions with scenarios and examples by Susan Box.
How many did we get through last time?
We didn't do any of these. We were doing last time. We were doing the silly questions. We can finish that up if you want to. Maybe we should.
I'd rather do the moral ones.
Okay, yeah, these are kind of
they sound entertaining.
These are interesting. All right.
Okay. I'm ready.
Morality is defined as the principles concerning the distinction between right, wrong, or good and bad behavior. That's by the Oxford Dictionary. For those of you who don't know what these are meant to be, these are moral dilemma. This is a moral scenario that challenges your morals.
Thank you. I really thought that you were about to ask a question based off that, and I got really concerned because.
All right, cool. Yeah, it's the top of the article. I read it out. Okay.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Oh, here we go. A moral dilemma is a conflict in which a person must choose between 2 or more actions, all of which they have the ability to do. These are moral reasons. All right. Here's the first scenario. The unfaithful friend. You go out with your husband. Wait, I gotta change this, I guess.
Okay.
For you. You go out with your wife for dinner at a new restaurant you have not frequented before.
Okay.
It is in a part of town you rarely visit. You are shocked to see your friend's spouse having dinner with a very young, attractive person. From the way they are behaving, it is obvious they are more than friends. The couple finish their meal and leave without seeing you. They behave very affectionately on the way out of the door. Do you A, tell your friend knowing you will not be believed and that it may ruin your friendship, or B, say nothing about seeing the couple as it is none of your business and they may even have an open relationship?
How good of a friend is it? You said good friend, right?
No, it just says you are shocked to see your friend's spouse. So let's say it's like let's say
Yeah, pick one of my friends, dude.
well, I was gonna name somebody at the warehouse. Let's say
Okay.
let's say
Whoever, I don't care. Josh?
Josh,
Josh?
right? Yeah, let's say
Okay.
you saw Josh's girlfriend with another guy.
Yeah.
Would you tell Josh?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah. I'd tell him exactly what I saw and I'd be like, that's all I know. And then just walk away and I'd drop it.
I agree. I agree. Because yeah, so what? They may have an open relationship, but I think most people would appreciate you coming up to them and saying, because nobody wants to be cheated on.
Yeah, I'm just
It's-
like, hey, bro, like I'm not trying to get into your shit, but I'm looking out for you.
Right, right. I saw this. That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You do with that information what you got to
You
do.
figure it out from here,
Right.
buddy.
All right. A difficult choice. You and your family love the beach and decide to spend a weekend at an isolated island beach cabin. Your
Okay.
teenage daughter often gets bored on your getaways, so you make plans to take your niece along. As soon as you arrive, a storm is looming in on the horizon and the water looks rough. You tell the girls they can get ready to swim, but to come back and help unload the car. They are so excited, they do not pay attention to the last part of what you say and run down to the beach to swim. You do not realize they have done so until you hear your daughter scream.
I know where this is going.
You realize they are both caught in a strong current and might have been swept out to sea. You are a good swimmer and you know you can save one of them. You have a difficult choice to make. Do you A, save your niece first as she is a poor swimmer and will not be able to last as long as your daughter? Or B, save your daughter first because although she is a strong swimmer and may be able to last long enough for you to come back after saving your niece, you cannot stand the idea of losing her.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the daughter.
I would do it too. Immediate family first. That's just the rules.
I get it, but like the niece's fam, because like,
It's brutal.
okay,
Yeah, that's gonna suck.
so thinking about it, like I'm just like, hey, Mitchell, listen, little Rachel, she needs a friend for this trip. We're just going to the beach, so no big deal. It's on me. I got it. Yeah, love you too. All right, I'll pick her up.
Yeah, and then like that's it.
The next day, hey, Mitchell. So,
Oh no.
hey, so listen, don't freak out.
Don't freak out, right? That's the best thing to say right at the beginning. Don't freak out. But
Are you sitting down? Listen. I think of it this way before I tell you. I took a bill out of your month.
has your daughter ever seen Castaway?
I'm saving you some good money, okay?
Yeah, that would be really, really brutal. Like that would suck really hard. But yeah, you gotta save. It's your daughter. That's your own. That's your own flesh and blood. You gotta save your own flesh and blood before you save. You know. All right, here we go. And,
Ooh, can I ask you a follow-up question real quick?
Yes.
Same concept, but instead of the niece, it's your sister.
So my daughter and my sister.
Yeah. That makes it a little harder, doesn't it?
Well, I'd still save my daughter. My sister's a fucking grown ass woman at this point.
Well, let's just
she fucking save herself.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Still save my
Fair
daughter.
enough.
My daughter's a child. I'm gonna save the child first, compared to my would be what 28 to 30-year-old sister. By the time I have a daughter, yeah, I'm saving my kid. Absolutely.
You're so close with your sister. You guys fuck with each other all the time. You just stare at her. You're just like, bro, you really can't swim.
No, like as I'm swimming away, I'm just like,
Figure it out. Figure it out.
What am I, your mom? Yeah.
Come on, dude. Come on.
Oh, you know what I forgot to completely talk about? I forgot to talk about that. I just remembered.
Your bootleg MP40 that's chambered in 9mm.
Well, MP40s were chambered in 9mm.
Whatever, dude.
Bitch. So, as some of you may know, I'm a shooter, and I like a frequent school shooter.
On the list.
On the list. There we go. That's all it took. Put me on another one. No, I like going to the range. I like shooting guns, firearms. I've been really thinking about maybe doing, if I have nothing else, I might do that Sonoran Desert Institute thing, like for gunsmithing, and just get a degree in gunsmithing. That might be fun to just have on the back belt, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoy shooting, but unfortunately the neighborhood that I live in is an HOA, and I can't shoot my firearms in here. Even though like my backyard is miles of woods and it would be totally fine for me to do so, I would just have to get the okay from my neighbors. The community just says that the HOA community is like, no. So I thought, what can I do to shoot guns in the backyard? And I had a pellet gun for the longest time, like just a simple pellet gun. I got it over there. And I thought, well, let me get one that's more fun. And I saw a YouTube video the other day about full auto pellet guns. Full auto pellet guns, yes. And they have them on Amazon. So this is the Umarex MP or Umarex Legends MP40. And it is a CO2 powered pellet gun.
It's beautiful.
It is full metal construction. The magazine's metal. It's heavy as fuck. The only thing that's not metal is the polymer stock. It's got the underfolding stock.
Beautiful.
It's got the bolt and everything. Safety. Full auto switch. Takes 2 CO2 canisters.
I like how you pulled the trigger before you talked about the safety. Like you double checked just in case it went on. You're like, yeah, it's got a safety.
The safety is on. Well, I was gonna pull the trigger because I know I emptied it, but I don't like to leave it cocked. That's how you damage the springs. So I actually have to change it to here, and there we go. Oh, fucking that's gonna be some great audio. Yeah, so this thing is super satisfying to shoot. Like the sights are dead on. It's even threaded, so you could put a suppressor on it if you wanted. I don't
Wow.
know, ridiculous. But yeah, and I just bought some these cheap little they were like, I don't know, I think the most expensive one was $15.
Yeah.
And they're like little spinners that you attach to trees. They come with little bolts, and a little wrench. And you just screw them into the side of the tree, and it's a little metal plate. When you hit it, it goes ding, and it spins. So now I could just sit out on the porch, sit in a chair, and I've got my rifle. I finally got a proper scope for the pellet rifle, and I sighted it in. It took me 30 fucking pellets to sight it in because the only thing I had was a steel target, a couple steel targets, and when I shot, I couldn't see where the fucking pellet was
it
going.
would just bounce off.
Right, and I could see like maybe like some leaves move like in the background of the target, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll try this way. But eventually I got it dialed in. Man, when I hit that spinner, it's like ding, and the spinner goes with the pellet.
Nice.
It's super satisfying. So yeah, I've been shooting off the back porch at this. I'm out of CO2 though now, so I gotta get somewhere. Yeah, that's the only expensive part is the CO2 canister. So the pellet rifle is really nice. But I'm just gonna start buying a bunch of like random steel targets, like cheap little like pellet steel targets, and I'm gonna put them all in the backyard. I might even like grab one and put it in the back parking lot of the vape shop. So
Yeah.
if I'm bored, I just prop the door open and just ting 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 ting.
It's like, hey Jamie, you want to blow off some steam?
Right, yeah, you want to shoot a little steel target? Right, I'll just like there's a couple trees back there. I can just screw them into those trees. Right, and if
I
it's
imagine they're just shooting straight up into the fucking air, coming back down on the Subaru.
right, or they're banging off and hitting people's windows and shit. Yeah, there is a neighborhood right on the other side of that fence.
I know.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I heard that. That good one?
I didn't think it would be that large, and I just let it go. It scared me a little.
Oh man, yeah. So that's nice though. They make a Thompson too. It's a full metal, but they
Drum?
only no, not a drum. I wish they did a drum, but it's a 32 round stick mag. Takes also 2 CO2 canisters. Also,
2 CO2 canisters.
yeah. You put them back to back, and then they pierce on either
Oh.
side. It's a pretty cool system. Although I did tighten it. My first time I tightened it down so tight I like took off some of the threads, which was pretty funny. Yeah, so
Yikes.
can't tighten it down that hard. But it's been a blast. It works perfectly, and I'm really enjoying it. It's cool when you like if you can't shoot steel, I'd definitely check out like just getting a little fucking BB gun. I'm gonna get that Thompson, and then they also make a Glock replica
Ooh.
that's fully blowback, and it takes the magazines, and the magazines are like the same size and weight as the real magazine, and it weighs the exact same as the gun, so you can do draw training in the backyard,
Nice.
like if you wanted to. Yeah, I
We
don't
could
know.
just go on an adventure to like pull apart or pick apart whatever that junkyard thing is, and just like take doors.
Well, I like the spinners better because they give a really good sound, right? If you just get a metal door, you shoot it, it's just like thump, right? But if you shoot the spinners, it goes ding.
What if you were shooting a side mirror?
And you get like feedback? Oh yeah, you just we can't just break shit in the backyard. Are we gonna clean that shit up? We'd have to like, what are we gonna do with it? Leave it back there when we're done?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. You can well, if you really wanted to, like, I'm gonna eventually set up a small little like range. You know, one of these days you should swing by and we can just shoot some pellet gun. Because I'm gonna get the other one. I'm gonna get the Thompson definitely, and then I might get the Glock. Maybe I don't really need it, but they also make a revolver that loads shells, and you know I
Oh.
have a revolver, so that
Mm-hmm.
taking shells out, reloading shells, that's training I gotta do.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Might be good. Yeah, I'm gonna probably get like 8 to 10 targets up there, and then we
Ooh.
bring some fruits or whatever, some sodas out there.
Some fruits and sody pops.
Dude, the little BBs will fuck up a soda can, like blow that
Oh,
shit
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah.
pop it.
We did that in our backyard all the time. We had a
Did you have a Red
our
Ryder?
backyard's like really open, and then once you hit like the edge of the backyard, that's when it's like dense fucking woods that you just like can't see through.
Yeah.
So we had to set up like this weird, like we had a big ass cardboard box from like a freezer that I think my stepdad bought at the time, and he went to Home Depot and he bought a sandbag and he just threw it in the box and then set the box down, and then we would get paper out of the printer and just draw like a shitty target every time we
Nice.
wanted to go out there and shoot.
Nice. I was gonna buy
Yeah.
a bunch of they sell like everything you need to shoot target, so I might go get a little target holder.
Mhm.
It's literally a bunch of 2x4s put together.
Yeah.
You just buy on Amazon for like $50. I'm like, dude, that's fucking ridiculous. But with the cost of wood right now,
Yeah. Why not? Why not go ahead and get it pre-made?
might not be
Fuck,
the
a
bad
fucking
idea.
2x4, way too much money right now.
Yeah. Well, they make metal ones, so I don't know. It all depends on like what I can realistically put up back there without it kind of killing the nice, clean aesthetic of the backyard. Because the little spinners are just like little tiny red things just attached to trees. You wouldn't really notice them unless you're looking for them, really. So
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I might put some like way back in there. I want to get some more and put. They make like animals. There's like
Yeah.
a rabbit or a skunk, or there's a zombie torso.
Ooh.
So yeah, I don't know. I just might. I mean, like I've got a bunch of woods back there, so I might try and put it out. I got the little 4x scope on that guy right there. It's a blast,
Nice.
and because you don't have any gas, you just like crack the barrel, put a thing in,
Yep.
and then you're good. You're good to go. All you need is
Mhm.
pellets, and pellets are cheap as fuck.
Yep.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a fun little hobby. I'm enjoying it. Teaches you rifle control. All right, back to the dilemma
Yeah.
questions. An office theft.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Mhm.
You are in charge of the petty cash at the office. However, a coworker is responsible for making a weekly trip to the bank to make the business deposit and obtain petty cash for the following week. In a conversation with your mutual supervisor, you are asked if the increase in the petty cash amount was enough. You, however, have not seen any additional money. You realize your coworker has been pocketing the additional money. Do you A, tell your supervisor you have neither asked for nor received any additional petty cash and that you suspect your coworker is pocketing the money? B, tell your coworker your suspicions and give them a chance to pay the money back? Or C, say nothing and just wait to see what happens?
I would tell my supervisor, fuck that.
You're a fucking snitch, dude?
Dude, I don't want to deal with it. That's what it is. I'm there to do my job.
Yeah. I get it, but I still wouldn't be a snitch. He's your coworker. I would do C. I would go tell him. I'd be like, dude, look, because at the end of the day, it's your job is to handle the petty cash. So if it's going missing, you're gonna be the one responsible. So you need to tell him. So I go up to him and I give him one chance. I say, bro, I know what you've done. I've added it all up together. You either come clean with the supervisor, or you pay back the money and don't do that shit again, or I'm going to the manager. And if he doesn't do it, then you go to the manager. You got to give the motherfucker a chance. Everybody makes mistakes once in a while. Maybe he got a kid at home who's sick. He can't afford his diabetes medication.
Are you trying to Sandman, Spider-Man me right now? He's
Yeah,
stealing
dude.
because his kid's got cancer.
Yeah, dude. You gotta think. You know, you remember your perspective is very small in this world. You don't know everything. So some
That's
people just make some people are just really good people who make bad mistakes in really down times in their life. You know, especially when they're trying to care for something like a kid. So you never know. I'd tell him and I'd ask him. You know, and then I'd help him come clean. You know, and figure out what he needs to do next. You know, what if he comes clean and explains to the manager like why he did it, and the manager says, you know what? Well, I'm so sorry to hear that. I didn't know you had a sick kid. Well, we should talk about your pay, and gives him a raise and helps him pay, or maybe even like helps him pay for
that's
the.
good. That's good.
Right.
The supervisor dealt with it.
Right, exactly. But instead, if you just go and tell them that they're stealing, he could go over there and you know the fear of being fired makes him freak out or whatever, and he gets scared. Instead of it being a coworker and it being a kind of another person on the same level as you, if he's just immediately you know. So I don't know. I think definitely B is the best option in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't just be a straight snitch.
I'd snitch.
You could get stabbed. Don't ever go to prison.
I won't. I can't go to prison. I'm fine.
You can't.
No,
It's impossible.
I'm unbreakable.
Unbreakable. Another great movie. Midnight Death. You have worked years. Oh man, this one's going to be close to home. You have worked years to be successful in your father's business. You felt you were obligated to take over as he worked his whole life to build the business left to him by his father. However, the large business in town have seriously cut into profits, and for several years, you and your family have just managed to scrape by. Your father's health has declined, and he has been hospitalized. He has a substantial life insurance policy that expires at midnight. If he dies before midnight, you will inherit enough money to pursue a career you have always dreamed of and provide adequately for your family. Do you A, pinch the oxygen line, making it impossible for your dad to die, or smother him, or making it possible, for your dad to die, or smother him with a pillow? B, tell your dad the problem and let him suggest a solution and go by what he says? Or C, do nothing as you cannot imagine living with yourself if you terminate your father's life?
I'd look my dad straight in the eye. I would explain to him why I'm doing it. I'd finish it off with for the greater good, and I'd pinch the line.
I think that's probably pretty damn close to what I would do. Like I would try my hardest to logically
Just be
make
like,
him
listen,
see.
listen, dude.
Right.
I love you.
Right. But you're going to
Goodbye.
fucking die. You're going to die. And as much fun as you're having sitting in a hospital attached to all these tubes, I think it's just better that you die at this right time and we get your insurance, you know, and you set up your family for the rest of your life, and we'll never forget you.
I thought we were a team. Come on, man.
Sorry, Dad. Bang! You just
Yeah, I
pop
was
'em.
like, it's like you get to take care of the rabbits. You'll be all right.
Yeah. All right.
Pinch the line.
Get pinched in line. Get rich. Your friend offers you an opportunity to make a great deal of money very quickly. He has arranged to set up an offshore account for your profits. He will not tell you exactly how he is making the money, but you get the impression it is not exactly legal. He only wants an investment of $500 and promises you will have enough from your minimal investment that you will never need to work again. Do you A, give him the $500, deciding if you don't know how he's making it, you're in the clear? Question mark. B, demand to know the details before getting involved? Or C, decide you want no part of this deal as you trust your instinct that the offer is shady and might even get you in legal trouble.
It's a good friend, or is it just a friend?
It says your friend offers you an opportunity. It doesn't say good friend.
$500?
Yeah. Dude, I'm doing it.
I'd throw it at him.
It's $500. You give him
It's
$500
like
and
you're
maybe,
telling me I will be set.
right, yeah, maybe sure he does come back with $2 million. And then if I spend the money, I invest it, I start businesses, I do whatever. And then if the time comes where I ever do get caught, I've already made enough money from those passive money. And then I just explain, like, I don't know, my buddy came to me and told me that he had a good way to make money and he just needed $500. And then one day he came to me with $30 million. So
I would take a lie detector test immediately and say that.
right.
I'll just be like, dude, I'll take a lie detector test. Fucking please, take me in.
Yeah, it's like I literally have no idea how he got the money. I made an investment and it went well for me. And that's all I understand. Right. And I think like maybe they would take the money back or whatever, but at that point, you've
It's
got all
just
those
$500.
Yeah, all you really lost was $500.
But see, when you first asked the question, my first thought was, what is so fucking bad that he can do with $500? Like what is so bad?
But maybe $500 is all he needs to buy the ingredients to make large amounts of methamphetamine
That could, hey, and you know what?
or heroin.
I didn't know.
I don't know, right? I don't know.
I'm just an investor.
No idea. Or maybe he needs $500 to fill up his gas tank so he can drive a bunch of captured children across the border into Mexico for the sex trade.
Good for him. I didn't know.
I don't know. I didn't know. He gave me the money.
I would make up scenarios like that just for shits and giggles.
Right. Like you're just sitting there with the two and they're just sitting there like looking at you like this. Maybe he bought a llama and slaughtered it and then gave it to a guy to fuck. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe, possibly.
Maybe. I mean, it's a good idea if you think about it.
Maybe he needed $500 for the sniper rifle he used to assassinate the school bus driver and kill all those kids. I don't know. Maybe he got $1 million ahead. I don't know. All right, we can't keep going. These are bad scenarios. All right, listen. Telling a secret.
Okay.
Your friend tells you they committed a crime. They explain that they are having trouble sleeping at night and feel that you are the only one they can trust with their confession. A few days later, you read in the paper that someone has been arrested for your friend's crime. Do you A, go to the police and tell them what you know? B, encourage your friend to confess and warn him if he does not do so, you will tell? Or C, say nothing because you will not betray a friend's confidence?
I would screenshot the article. I would send it to him, and I'd say "lol" in all caps.
That's probably what I would do, honestly. I don't think I would I would either say nothing or like if it was you, like let's say you
I'd be like, look at this sucker, dude.
Right. Like let's say you texted me and you said like you threw a joint into a trash can and it burned down an entire shopping center. Right? Or something like that. And it killed 2 people or something, right? Like they were just working in there and it killed them or something. They were like just some random people. And you told me that. One, I'd probably laugh like really hard. I'd be like, damn, dude, you killed 2 people though? Like that's pretty brutal. But yeah, and then I would 100% screenshot that and say lol. Like that's funny. Cuz like
LMAO.
for one it's like, dude, that's fucked up. You got away with it. But it's like you got away with it, bro. Nice. Like
Yeah.
you're good. You're in the clear.
High fives all around.
Right. Woo! Yeah, I don't know. That's fucked up. It is, but
Hey, that's my morals. Fuck it.
right, you do what you do. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just watching. All right. Oh wait, these are I think these are scenarios.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Lifeboat. You are on a cruise and the ship encounters an unexpected storm. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
The storm continues to rage, and eventually you and the other passengers are told you must head to the lifeboats and abandon ship. As people begin to line up, you realize, dude, this is Titanic. Some of the lines have fewer people. Some of the families, you realize some lines have fewer people, some have families, and some seem to have younger single people. You know you are strong and capable. Do you choose to help a group of composed? Fuck! I can't read. Do you choose to help a group composed of 3 families with a few young children, a group of seniors who obviously could use your help, or go with the young, strong people with whom you might have a better chance of survival?
I like surviving.
Me too. I'm strong people, dude. Best team, min-max.
Fuck those old people.
They've lived their life, dude. And
Exactly.
The kids,
exactly.
they're so, they don't even know. The kids are so innocent. They'll go to heaven. They're fine. Cool.
Yeah, they're good. They're good. I mean, they will have an agonizing, freezing death, but
It's okay. They
Fuck
got to
it.
toughen you up before they send you to the good stuff. You got to
Exactly,
experience a little
exactly.
pain before you enjoy life. All right. Sarcastic friend.
okay.
Your friend has a great sense of humor. However, sometimes his jokes involve making fun of others in appropriate ways. He will point out a physical flaw or look for something odd or different about a person and make an unkind comment. You feel uncomfortable when your friend does this. Do you say something or just laugh along with him?
I don't think I can relate to this.
Yeah.
Was this question written by a liberal?
I don't know. No, I
Just
don't.
Fucking.
I semi-agree with it, dude. If it's like, let's take a hearing impaired person, for example.
Okay.
Somebody who is constantly going, what are you stupid? You can't hear me? You can't, I'm
they're
saying
being,
right now, like you what are you,
actually
moron? Right.
Yeah,
like
I can tell the difference between like actual fucking abuse and sarcasm or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, it's all about, it doesn't really matter. It's all about how the other person is taking it, I guess.
Yeah,
I can
agree
usually
with
pick
that.
up on that pretty well. And if I get kind of the hint that they're not really feeling it anymore,
Yeah.
then
I'll
I'll
just
say
be like,
something
"Hey,
like,
man,
all right,
come
man,
on."
like, back off a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool it.
He's cool. Chill.
Yeah. All right, hit and run. Late one night, you are driving
Yes.
home in a
I
bad
commit.
rainstorm. I drive away. I'm gone. I peel
I
out.
drive away.
A drunk reels out in front of your car and you try to stop, but hit him. Nobody sees you. The guy looks and smells as if he is homeless. You check to see how badly he is hurt and realize he is dead. You have never ever had a speeding ticket and you are an upright professional with a family and are well known and respected in your community. Do you make a report anonymously, confess your crime, or drive home and forget about it, knowing no one is going to pursue the death of a homeless drunk?
I'm still going home.
Dude, I am too. I'm driving home. Like, it's fucked up, and I'm going to live with that
Dude,
for the rest of my life.
I would get home, crawl into bed next to my wife, and she'd be like, "Oh, you home kind of late. Everything all right?" I'd just be like, "Man, today was crazy," and then I'd go to sleep.
Dude, I'd go home, I'd smoke the biggest joint I could, probably slam a bottle of whiskey, and just pass the fuck out.
Yep.
I just hope that I forget it ever happened, honestly.
Just the goal is to black out.
Yep. All right. Third strike. Your teenager has had a few rough years. First came an arrest for shoplifting. The item was of little value, so it was only a misdemeanor. Then your teen was with some friends who were smoking pot and driving too fast. Your teen has promised they are turning over a new leaf and seem to be on the right track, doing better in school, coming home by curfew, and generally having a much better attitude. Now you get a call from the local police station saying your son was with a group of kids who broke into a liquor store and stole beer. Do you go to the station and see how you can get your teen out of this jam, or let him accept whatever consequences befall him?
I'd help him out.
I would go down there, see what his consequences are going to be. If it's something that's going to permanently ruin his life, like
yeah, if it's
like
reasonable,
a felony size
Yeah.
charge, then okay, I will get him a lawyer and try and help him out. If it's just another misdemeanor on his record and he's going to go and spend like a month or two in jail or something,
or just community service
Or
something
community
fucking
service.
stupid.
right, or a child a detention center,
Yeah.
you know, sure, that's where he's going. If that's what needs to be done, that's what needs to be done. And then obviously I need to look at myself as a parent to figure out what the fuck I did to
Yes,
let my
yes.
son. That's another key point that they're not listing in this article. Hey
Mhm.
buddy, I think Kibbe's gotta go poopy. Oh, you gotta go poopy, buddy. All right, wait for me. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna let him accept his consequences. Reward a job well done.
Okay.
You understand the importance of teamwork in your job. You share
Mhm.
ideas and responsibilities with your team members on a daily basis. In your weekly team meeting with your supervisor, one of your coworkers takes credit for a time and money-saving change in operating procedures you devised. Your supervisor thinks your coworker came up with the change, and your coworker does not correct the misinterpretation, but allows the boss to not only commend him, but offer him a bonus. Do you go to your coworker and demand he correct the situation? Go to your supervisor and explain you should receive the commendation and reward? Or keep quiet as you do not believe in ownership of ideas?
If I don't believe in ownership of ideas, doesn't that mean I don't believe in capitalism?
You're a communist, dude.
Exactly. I would tell my boss myself.
Yeah.
That's
Uh,
just how I would handle it.
I think I would. I think I would talk to him first. I think I would talk to the coworker first.
You're too nice. You're
Right, because you got to give people a chance, right? Sometimes you're just in that moment and it feels good.
Maybe
to
he
get
was
some
just baked out of his
appreciation.
mind.
Or
Maybe
he was
just
fucked
baked
up
out.
and he was just rolling with it. Right. Maybe he doesn't.
He's just
know.
trying not to get attention dragged to him. He's like, yeah, man, sure.
Look, if he had come up with that, right? Like if there wasn't a raise involved, like that's the part that tips it over for me. The bonus, the extra money.
Okay. I would wait for him. I would give him a chance to come to me first.
Yeah, like
The
a day.
coworker.
Give him like a day.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, man, if he came up to me and said, hey, man, I just want to let you know, like, I'll take care of it, or if he came up to me, I'd give him a chance. I
That's
wouldn't
the,
give him a
that's the
chance.
hope that that
Yeah.
is a good person. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I think I work with good people, so it's a
hopefully, yeah.
hopefully.
That's the whole thing. Is the money's involved. Like if it's literally just like, good job, I'll let it go and I'll like casually
Yeah.
bring it up when I'm talking to the manager when he's
I
like,
joke about it.
right, like, oh hey, by the way, I was actually the one to make that, and then it's like, oh okay, whatever.
Mhm.
Holy fuck, this is a ridiculous.
A ridiculous.
Um,
Define a ridiculous.
the way that they have this put together. All right, you ready? We're
Sure.
just gonna burn through these, and then this will be the end because Carib is gonna start whining and probably barking here in a minute.
Oh no, he's gonna poop your room.
Yeah. When making a purchase at a local store, you are given too much change. Do you say something or keep quiet?
I would keep going. Fuck it.
I walk back. I do it every time. I've done it twice already. I always get like, especially if it's a local shop, you know. Like one time I had her give me a fucking a $10 bill instead of a $5 bill. Like just completely fucked it up. Gave me $5 extra. I walked back. Why wouldn't you do that? You know, if it's like a couple pennies, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
It depends on the establishment.
If it's $1 or more, I'm going back. Yeah, yeah. Especially if I get less money. That's annoying. Yeah. You receive a package at your home that was delivered to the wrong address. The shipping label indicates it is a favorite item that you cannot afford to purchase for yourself. Do you keep it or notify the person it was intended for?
We'll keep it.
Well, let's
Dude,
say
if it was Amazon, the buyer would just say, I didn't get it, and they'd ship him another one.
that is true. If it is Amazon, you can just say whatever. But look, let's say it's your next door neighbor. It's your next door neighbor. Oh, look, there he is. There's Care Bear.
Carol!
Care Bear.
Carol.
He's so deaf. Care Bear. Hey, buddy. Hey, my good boy. Such a sweet
Mhm.
boy. Yeah, no, I would give it back. That literally happened to me just earlier. Or it happened to me on Thursday. I was waiting for some of my airgun targets to show up, and I got the neighbor's package, and it looked and felt the same weight as some of my targets. So I immediately cut it open, and it was a Under Armour box, like for I guess shoes. And I was like, oh, and I looked, and I was like, oh, that's not my name. So I got their mail, they got their mail, and then they got their mail, and then they got my mail.
Wow.
So the guy was off by one house in our cul-de-sac. I don't know how the fuck, whatever.
he just didn't read it.
Like literally did, like he read the first one and just assumed they went in order, I guess.
Yep.
So yeah. Your neighbor leaves their dog out in all kinds of weather. The poor animal frequently looks like it is sad and miserable. Sometimes it is out of water and seems to be barely fed. It looks quite thin and malnourished. Do you report what you think is happening or stay quiet?
Fucking report it.
I always report it, especially
It's
for
literally
animals.
animal abuse.
Yeah. Animal abuse is like something I don't let slide. Dogs are too innocent for this world. They're so pure. You know, people say that dogs are mean and violent. It entirely depends on their owner.
Yeah, the environment.
Yeah. And how the environment that their owner
It's
raises
the same
them in.
science behind serial killers.
Yep. All right.
It's ridiculous.
Interesting. Talking about child abuse. What if you suspect your neighbor of child abuse? You are not sure if they are having a fit throwing kid or if something is really wrong. Do you report it?
No, I feel like that's a little bit more. Damn it, dude. With with the dog question, I had like more evidence to go off of.
Yeah.
All you're
Yeah.
telling me with this question is that the kid has outbursts every once in a while.
And he's screaming and yeah, you kind of have to. You need evidence of child abuse before you go reporting something like that.
That's like that's like that's a hard hit, even if I'm wrong.
Right. All right. You are at a party or out on the town with your best friend. They have
Okay, where are we going?
They have too much to drink and will not let you drive them home. What do you do?
Fucking hey, oh man, I'm gonna be real honest with you.
Uh-huh.
We're talking. It says best friend. This is exactly what's gonna happen.
You're saying it's basically me.
Yeah, it's you.
So
You're-
I got
you're-
way too drunk and I'm trying to drive my car home.
Yep. I'm taking your fucking keys from you, and I'm leaving by myself.
Yeah. They're just gonna leave me stranded out there.
Yep.
Dude, I just died, dude. I'm that fucking fucked up that I can't drive. You're just leaving me there. That's brutal, dude. Don't do that to me. That would seriously piss me off. That would make me so fucking mad. You have no idea. To not only like in my drunken need leave me, but also take the keys to my car when we're probably like in downtown Atlanta, or maybe we're just at fucking Taco Mac up the street.
It does depend where we are. If we're in Taco Mac up the street, you can figure it out.
Yeah, I'd probably could just walk home, honestly. Yeah.
That'd be such a long walk.
That would be a very long walk to be drunk, yes.
There's no sidewalks on 145.
All right. Your lunch keeps going missing at work. You are pretty sure you know who is taking it each day. Do you confront them, report it to your supervisor or HR, get them back by making a cat food sandwich, or just keep quiet?
Cat food sandwich.
Cat food sandwich, 100%. If my food is repeatedly being taken every single day, I will start putting really fucking gross stuff in food. Like, I will bring 2 lunches. One of them with dog food.
I will shit.
I will shit in a sandwich. Absolutely. If they continue to take the cat food filled, I will shit in a sandwich. Yes,
I would.
absolutely.
I would in my little lunch bag. I'd get a little Minute Maid apple juice bottle and I'd fill it up with my piss.
There you go. That's good stuff. That's great stuff.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Taking somebody's lunch is
I
fucked
love
up.
lunch.
And that's your fuel for the day, bro. You can't take a motherfucker's fuel. You really like your neighbors, and they are a great couple. The only problem is that they throw wild parties occasionally. You think they're into drugs and maybe even dealing. What do? Nothing.
Fuck it. Yeah, fuck it.
Nothing. Put some headphones on, you fucking loser.
Yeah. Can I get a little kickback?
Yeah. Hey, give me some. Right. I'll keep quiet, but give me something.
I will commit blackmail.
Yeah, I need a little service fee. Yeah, for keeping my mouth shut. I mean, I think that's reasonable, right?
Yeah.
Like if I like, let's say I move into an apartment and there's like really loud, really loud neighbors.
This is a nice gated community.
No, I think it would more be like if you were not living in a community and like your neighbors, you were like in like just on a dirt road and your neighbors had like a really loud speaker system on their property. So it was like like every single fucking night, right? I would go over there and be like, "Hey man, like who owns the place?" I'd be like, "What's up, bro? Like, you know, I get it. I love to party, but this shit's brutal, dude. Like every single night." Like some people have to sleep at
How
some
do you
point.
pay for things, dude?
Right. You know, yeah. So like, you know, give me like, you know, pay me off, bro. Give me some drugs or something. Put me to sleep. All right.
Are we almost done?
Yeah, we got a couple more.
Okay. Keep going.
I've lost my place.
No.
All right. A friend gives you a gift for your birthday. Unfortunately, it is a type of perfume you are extremely allergic to. Do you say something and ask for a receipt to return it, or keep quiet?
Fucking ask for a receipt. But like, dude, this could actually, like, I appreciate the gesture, but this could actually kill me.
Yeah, that would be tough, but I would probably say that too. Yeah, it's always tough when someone gives you a gift and you have to tell them it's fucking awful. Yeah. Your friend has excitedly shared that she has a new love. What was that? Is that another one? Did you get another one?
That one rebounded off the surface.
That was kind of flappy. Your friend has excitedly shared that she has a new love in her life. Unfortunately, you know the guy is a narcissistic player who only stays with women as long as he is getting what he wants from the relationship. Do you try to convince her to drop him or let her learn a lesson on her own?
I'd let her know how I felt, and then I'd drop it.
Yeah. Give her the information. Let her do with it what she wants.
Yep.
You buy a pile of clothing items on sale at your favorite department store. When you get home, you realize that one of the items is not on the receipt. Do you go back to the store and pay for it, or just let it go? Let it go.
I'm not going back to the fucking
store.
store.
Back to the store. Yeah, absolutely not.
Me buying clothes?
Yeah.
No.
You are failing a class you were required to take, but totally hate. You have an online exam If you fail the exam, you will fail the class. You can cheat without anyone knowing. Do you do so and pass the class? 100%.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
100%.
Yes. Dude, there's so many if you're listening and you have online classes, there you can cheat. Like
Oh,
there's
yeah.
ways you cannot get caught. There's so many apps you can use, so many fucking browsers, extensions, shit like that. You do whatever the fuck you want.
You could do it on Chrome by literally hitting F12 and
Yep.
opening up the code and deleting the lines of code that track things like that. It's as simple as that. So yes, and yes, extensions. I saw a thing on iPhone about that the other day.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
Some weird Frenchman.
I would be a perfect student. I think I would be even more stupid than I am now. In the age, if I had grown up in school time, like with the online classes, because I would cheat on everything. There'd be no reason to learn anything if I know how to operate a computer and get around that kind of shit.
Yep.
So
I'm
all
here
right.
for the piece of paper.
the last question. Over the
This better be
summer, you became friends with a person who moved to your town. You have the same interests, like the same music and movies, and have had a great deal of fun. However, your new friend is not attractive and is very loud. When school starts, you are extremely embarrassed by the way your friend acts. Do you remain friends or drop the relationship? So basically, you meet somebody over the summer because you haven't hung out with anybody, and they're pretty and they're cool, and you don't really pick up on their weirdities. And then when they get to school, you find out that they're an actual sped, and one of like the weirdest fucking kids ever, like the pick his nose and eat it kind of kid.
Oh.
Right? Do you drop the friendship or remain friends?
Can I give the lad a chance? Can I just be like, hey man, I get, we had our fun over the summer, but we're in the real world now.
Yeah, I would like. I would.
You got to tone it down just a tad.
Right. See if you can be one of the major stepping stones in his life that dials him back a little bit, right?
Yeah,
Like brings
yeah.
him more normal. You know,
Yeah.
you just kind of you somebody that I would assume you appreciate or he appreciates now. Maybe he'll listen to you. Hey man,
I'd be like, bro, listen.
chill it
I
with
don't
the
know
My
how
Little
it was.
Pony shit, bro.
Yeah, I don't know how it was, back at the old place, but I'm gonna tell you how it works here, and I hope you understand this when I say it. Bullying's a real thing. If you don't stop it, you will get bullied, and I
Yeah.
won't be friends with you anymore.
Yeah, I don't want to get bullied, bitch.
I don't associate with your kind.
Yep. Okay, that's it.
Wow.
Done.
What a bunch of moral questions.
You feel morally challenged?
No.
Okay.
They're I have pretty straightforward answers.
Yeah, I mean, most of those they weren't super difficult. I think like the hardest one was like the niece and the daughter thing with the
Yeah.
pool, maybe that one was difficult, but all right, well, join us next week when we're gonna continue the rest of these stupid questions that I found on conversationstartersworld.com. Oh my god, there's 70 of them. I don't think we even got that far into it.
70.
Yeah, we only got to 10, right? Because it was what was the funniest joke you know by heart.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so we still have 60 more questions on this list to go through.
My goodness. Are they looking good?
Yeah, they look okay. Some of these are all right.
Okay.
Some of these are stupid, though. What's the best inside joke you've ever been a part of? Sounds like a lot of explanation.
I really like. I think Welcome Moe's is one of our simplest
Ah,
ones.
welcome, Moe's. Yeah. Oh, I think we've already asked this one before, haven't we? If animals could talk, which one would be the rudest? We've 100%
rudest?
asked that question before. Because we said cats.
Rudest. Cats, yeah.
Yeah, these are
Okay.
okay. Don't answer it.
All
We're
right.
going to come back to them
Yeah.
next week. All right, thank you so much for watching. If you're on the online, if you're on the line, watching on the line, online in your headphones in your ears, you can check us out on the videos. And if you're on the videos, you can check us out in your ears. Spotify or YouTube or iTunes is available for your consumption pleasure. Thank you, thank you. I love you, Nicholas.
I'm gonna have to listen to that again. That was that was a rough ride. That was a
Beautiful.
hard follow.
That was great stuff. I'm losing it right here at the end, so perfect timing.
That's fine. That's fine. We'll touch base with you guys next week. Thank you so much. Love you all.
Love you.
Subscribe, follow, get
Give us
married.
a scrabble. Yep.
Come to Jesus.
Okay.
Go to the gym.
All right.
Better
Okay.
yourself.
All right.
Coney 2012.
Pony.